A significant announcement promised by the Tourism Minister today turned out to be a brochure and a video encouraging visitors to protect New Zealand. The Tiaki Care for New Zealand pledge, and I have a copy of it here if you're watching, it encourages New Zealanders and visitors to experience the country in a way that keeps everyone safe, protects the environment and respects culture. But what does that actually mean? Minister for Tourism Kelvin Davis says the concept is designed to encourage tourists to modify their behaviour in accordance with New Zealand values.
It's about caring for our environment, it's about travelling safely, and it's about respecting culture.
So what does it all actually mean? What are you wanting people to do specifically?
Well, so when we have visitors arrive, and even New Zealanders travelling around the country, we want them to buy into this concept that we're looking after our environment, we're looking after our people, we're looking after each other as we travel and drive, making sure that we show compassion towards each other. It's about making sure that visitors here have a great experience in New Zealand and that we look after our greatest asset, and that's the country.
Are you being a bit too subtle with it? Do you need to not spell things out like, you know, don't defecate on the side of the road, don't drop rubbish, drive on the correct side of the road? You know, wouldn't it be better to be a bit more instructive?
I think that would actually be quite off-putting for people. We want them to come here and experience, you know, what's great about New Zealand, and we want to just be a bit more subtle about the messages. I think people get that. You know, it's about signing up to New Zealand's values. The word tiaki is obviously a unique word to Māori and us in New Zealand, meaning to care and look after people and the environment. So, you know, advertising campaigns need to just be a bit more caring than don't defecate on the side of the road, as he said.
Yeah, the thing is, your press release says that you're going to actively encourage travellers, local and overseas, to sign up to this pledge. How are you going to do that? How are you going to actively promote it?
Well, it's not about actually signing on a bit of paper. So Air New Zealand will have information in flight. There'll be the eyesights around the country. THL, Tourism Holdings Limited, their customers, their clients will have information given to them. So there'll be a whole heap of ways that the messages will be gotten out. But like I say, you know, this is about educating and encouraging our visitors to New Zealand and New Zealanders as we travel around the country. It's not about wagging the finger at people and basically putting them off from wanting to travel.
So it's going to be on websites and an in-flight video and some brochures. That's what it'll be?
Active encouragement. We're encouraging people to hashtag Tiaki Promise, and you know there's a number of ways that we'll be encouraging businesses, the tourism sector, everyone to spread the word about the Tiaki Promise and making sure that our visitors have the best experience and leave New Zealand, you know, in the way that it was when they arrived here.
So what ways? What other ways are you going to be actively encouraging people?
Well, like I said, information that eyesights, there'll be apps that are developed. There's information that the tourism sector will distribute the information to people. Look, this is a positive thing, Lisa. This is positive for New Zealand. It's going to encourage our visitors. It's going to encourage New Zealanders as we visit, you know, to have a great experience and to care for our environment and to care for each other as they travel.
And we've had some feedback from Viv, who says perhaps we should have taught Tiaki to Kiwis first. Few hold those values based on the filth that is dumped around our country.